And welcome back to our NCAA football win total series. We are continuing on in the ACC, and we are on to the U. We've got Miami. And Miami's been a great program historically. You go all the way back to Howard Schellenberger in 1979, and he got him to a bowl game in 80 and 83. Then Jimmy Johnson shows up, wins a national title. Dennis Erickson wins one in 89. He wins another one in 91. Butch Davis is there, and Larry Coker wins one in 2001. But as of late, it's not been the same program. Al Golden took over in 2011, missed two straight bowl games, then made two, went 4-3 in 2015 before being gone. Larry Scott would lead them the rest of the way, and they made a bowl game. Mark Richt, 3 years, 3 bowl games. Manny Diaz, first 2 years made bowl games, then did not in 2021 because of COVID issues. Mario Cristobal shows up in 2022, 5-7 his first year. And then they open up last year. They beat Miami, Ohio, Texas A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and at Temple. Start 4-0. But then they lose to Georgia Tech at North Carolina. They beat Clemson in double overtime, beat Virginia in overtime. They lost at NC State, at Florida State, against Louisville, and then they finally win at Boston College. That would put them in a bowl game where they lost to Rutgers, and it would be a 7-6 year for Mario Cristobal in his second season there. He's back for season number 3, and there's some changes. First of all, the big change is at quarterback. They have a new quarterback coming in. It's Cam Ward. Washington State incarnate Word before that. Cam Ward's a mobile quarterback. He's a veteran quarterback. He can make good decisions. When he gets into rhythm, it's a big deal for this squad. Xavier Restrepo's back at wide receiver, 85 catches last year. Jacoby George averaged 15 yards a catch last year, 8 scores. He's back. Samuel Brown is in from Houston also to join the crew. Leading rusher Henry Parrish is gone, but they add Oregon State's Damian Martinez. Damian Martinez over 2,100 yards and 16 scores over the last 2 years. Mark Fletcher is also still around. Running game should be solid if the O-line can be good. Jalen Rivers is gone. Zach Carpenter's coming in to take over from Matt Lee in the middle. Overall, the offensive line is solid. They have some bulk. They have some depth. And Mario Cristobal is an offensive line coach at heart. We look at the defense. They have to have a good pass rush again. The defense was great last year on that. Ruben Bain in the back was 7.5 sacks, 12.5 tackles for a loss. He's back. Then they have Tyler Baring coming in from Tennessee, 13.5 sacks over 4 seasons. Simeon Barrow comes in from Michigan State. He should also be solid there. In the secondary is Jaden Harris at safety. That should be pretty solid to overcome some losses. Isaiah Taylor comes in from Arizona. Marshall Powell comes in from Washington. They should be pretty solid on defense. Overall, when I look at this schedule, what I see is a team that should be good if Mario Cristobal does not mess up. Mario Cristobal has not shown to be a great game manager, a great in-game coach. And as long as he can coach the team with this amazing talent, they should be solid. This team has the best talent in the ACC, and the schedule is favorable. They open up August 31st at Florida. That's a toss-up, but I lean loss. I do think Florida's a little bit better. I think they're a better coach with Billy Napier. I'm going to take a loss there. September 7th, Florida A&M, that will be a win at home. September 21st, Ball State at home, that will be a win. They're at USF on September 21st, that's a win. September 27th, they're at home, Virginia Tech. That's a tough game. I lean win. October 5th is the first time they leave the state of Florida. They go to Cal. I lean win there as well. October 12th, they have a bye, and then October 19th, they face Louisville. I would also lean win there as well. Then they have Florida State October 26th, and I think if they're getting a second loss of the year, it's coming there. It's a tough game. It's at home. I don't know if they're quite at the spot they can beat them. We lead loss. November 2nd, we have Duke at home. That should be a win. November 9th, Georgia Tech on the road. I lean win, but I would not be shocked by a loss. The 16th, they have a bye. Then we come in on November 23rd, Wake Forest at home. That's going to be a win. They end the season with Syracuse on the road, and that should be a win. When I look at this team, I break down the schedule into a couple games. Florida, Virginia Tech, Florida State, and then other. If there's an upset? I do think they lose to both Florida and Florida State. I don't know if they lose past that. I have this as a 10-2 team. We're going to take the over 9 on this one. So we're going to take the over 9, and it's sitting right now at minus 125 on DraftKings. And that's going to be our pick. I think 9 might be the floor, so we might take a push, but I do think 9 to 10 is the most likely scenario. So that's going to be our pick. If you like this content, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time.